All right, so this video is to show you how to study your vocabulary words for physical science. Not only so you can kick butt when we play Quizlet live in class, but so that you, knowing the vocabulary words is really important for doing well in quizzes, understanding what we're talking about, being able to use the academic vocabulary that we want to when we have our discussions. So you should be in our physical science class. You're going to click on Unit 1, Doing Science. And so there's a couple ways that you can study. I prefer the flashcards and Learn, but you're welcome to try out the rest of them as well. But I think flashcards and Learn are the best for our purposes. So hopefully your flashcards will be on number 1. So you should start with number 1, right? First vocabulary word is variable. When you click on it, it flips and it'll give you the definition. I have it here for you in English and in Spanish, if that's helpful, I hope. Then you go to the next one, independent variable, you click it, it gives you the definition. You should go through every one and read them and make sure that you understand them. Now, granted, starting on number 5, these are vocabulary words we haven't talked about yet, but we will talk about them this week and next week as well, so it's good to have a preview as well. Data table, you probably already know that one. A lot of these you probably actually already know. Some of them from math, right? Slope, y-intercept. And then the math equation for a line is the second to last one, and then this is probably the only one you haven't seen before. This is what we call our science equation of a line, and again, we will talk a lot more about that this coming week and next week. So once you've gone through all your flashcards and you've looked at the definitions, made sure you understand them, you can then go to Learn. And Learn is really great. You can kind of quiz yourself. Basically, it gives you the definition. You just have to pick the vocabulary word, the correct vocabulary word, right? So where the line of best fit crosses the y-axis, that's the y-intercept. You click that, and it tells you correct, right? Or let's say I get one wrong. Rate of change or steepness of a line is supposed to be slope, but let's say I thought it was y-intercept. It tells you which one to study, okay? And then you can keep going, and you'll work your way through all of the vocabulary words that way. So again, I prefer flashcards and Learn for studying. You can also play some games down here. Match seems pretty cool. You just have to match things together to make them disappear, which is kind of cool. So like here, let's see, the thing that doesn't change, that's the constant. You drag it there and it zaps, it goes away. The gravity game, I have not figured out how that works. I think you have to type the entire definition, which seems pretty... Oh, okay. If you change it here, do this. This is great. Answer with the term. That's a lot better. So make sure you change it to answer with the term, and that way they give you the definition and you just have to write the answer. Okay. But something like kind of tricky for dependent variable. You have to remember every part of it, which is kind of annoying. And I just mistyped that, right? So I messed that up. But I don't know. This one is, I don't know about this one. If you like it, go for it. That's great. And then Quizlet Live, we will play Quizlet Live in class. I'm going to hopefully do once a week on Thursdays. Is my hope that we get to play Quizlet Live. All right. So this is on your own time. As much or as little as you think is helpful. It's up to you. I'm not going to be tracking this. It's not necessarily for a grade. Although, of course, I would love it if y'all were regularly studying these, but again, this is up to you. This is a tool for you to use as you see fit. If you start doing poorly on quizzes, I will probably be like, hey, how are you starting your vocabulary? We might have a check-in about that. But this is just a tool for you to use, especially on asynchronous days, Wednesdays and Fridays. Studying these words will help you a lot. Okay? Thanks, y'all. Happy Wednesday.